Hi, boys and girls. It's Shane the landlord, and BlackRock is not causing the housing crisis in America. Neither are most of the things that you may think that are causing it. It's not the president. It's not the interest rates. It's not immigrants. It's not all of those things. And it's definitely not landlords like me. In fact, I think after you watch this video, you'll understand why rent prices and prices on housing are going up, and maybe how you can make a difference in your community or in your state for it to become better. And this isn't just America, but this is worldwide. Similar things have been happening. So here it is in a nutshell. This isn't some dark, shadowy, evil figure that came up with this master plan. It was people wanting to do good things. And they looked back in the 60s and 70s at people that were making the most money and being the most productive. And most of them had college degrees. And they thought, you know what? If we could get everybody college degrees, our nation would be more successful. Our world would be more successful. People would have more money. They'd have more freedom. Everybody would be happier. Everything would be great. And they started with that good intention. And they created ways of backing loans for college to make it accessible to poorer families. They came up with methods of encouraging everybody to go graduate high school and then go to college. That became the entire focus. Unintentionally, part of that became dogging on tradesmen, people that did carpentry, people that did electrical and plumbing. I used to get told when I was in elementary school in the 80s, oh no, Shane, if you don't work harder, you're going to end up just having to work on floors or work in plumbing under houses or dig ditches. That's the kind of job you're going to get. You need to work harder in school. You need to do better, or you're going to get... We were demonizing all these trade jobs that we didn't need to. They were lower paid than the college jobs because more people did them then than do them now. People that learn trades, though, people that learn how to do things with their hands and work tools and work wrenches, they maintained their homes. They understood how to do home maintenance. When they moved into a house, the house would be in as good or better condition when they left 10 or 20 years later. Now we've created an entire generation my age and younger that doesn't know how to use saws. They don't know how to use wrenches. They don't know how to do the things I do in houses, except from what they've seen on HGTV, which is designed, by the way, to make you think it costs $100,000 to renovate a kitchen. It doesn't. It never should. And follow me, I'll teach you how to do it for less than $2,000. But that said, if you learn how to maintain your houses, when you move into them, they continue to get better. That will help the housing crisis. If you learn how to buy houses inexpensively with no money down, then you can start buying the vacant houses in your town. No matter where you live in the United States, there are more empty houses in your town than there are homeless people. Full stop. That's just true. Nationwide, there are more empty homes than there are homeless people. Homes become vacant for various reasons. Perhaps the owner is stuck in a nursing home and she's being kept alive through artificial machines and maybe alive for 10 years. And that home is still owned by her. Nobody can do anything with it as long as she lives. So the extension of life into later years that people aren't able to maintain homes creates an increase in vacancy rate of homes. Lots of empty homes. And while those homes are empty, if they get a leak, that ruins the home. It fills it with mold. It causes... And then a person like me has to come in and do a major update to fix those things. It becomes a big burden and a big problem. You also have the kids that should be using their initial out of high school monies or other things that they're working on early years to buy their first home, spending those first 4 years going to college, delaying their start, and then starting off with a degree that's useless, that doesn't benefit their life at all because not all college degrees do. Now you have student loan debts to pay. Now you can't afford to buy a home. Your job doesn't pay you any more than if you hadn't done that before. And you don't know how to maintain a home if you manage to buy it. So the home is going to slowly dilapidate or be extremely expensive to maintain. That has created this housing crisis where there are more homes going downhill than there are homes being improved on. And this problem can be changed. But it's going to take you taking some effort. This app, there are people like me that will teach you how to do things inexpensively, how to maintain things from electrical to plumbing to everything. Start learning. You can learn to do this. Your grandfather learned to do this. Your father learned to do this. You can learn to do this. Your ancestors could maintain these things. There's nothing that makes you uniquely unable. That goes for almost every single person following this. Second, learn to buy houses. Follow a person like me. I'll teach you how to buy with zero money down. Buy these houses that are dilapidated, then work on fixing them in your community. You'll make a profit. That will help you pay your bills. You'll provide a place to live. If 10 more people in my town showed up today and started doing this, I wouldn't run out of houses to buy. There would just be more homes available for people to live in, and that would push the prices down. Three, quit trying to protect yourself from evil landlords with all the different laws. Most of the time, we are wanting to provide you with a good place to live and take care of you, but as you can see, bad things happen to us, and we want to protect ourselves from those bad things. So most of the grumpy landlords you encounter have had years and years of people mistreating things, whether it be flooding their houses or whether it be leaving literal feces on the bed like the pinned video and some of these other things that happen, and that causes people to become more grumpy. So helping to improve the mental health state, helping to improve our education about mental illness and addictive substances, that's what leads to a big part of a lot of the problems as well. Finally, companies like BlackRock and others go places to make money. And they go places where there's a limit in the market. So they're looking for a stock they can buy that's going to fill a need in the market. When they're going to buy houses, they're wanting to buy houses because there's so many vacant homes. The market demands more houses for people to live, and nobody's taking care of it. So naturally, as a company looking to make a profit, they look at buying houses. As soon as you guys start buying houses and start fixing up houses, that big company won't be able to compete with you as an individual. So if we can increase the number of individual landlords, we can fix this housing crisis in America. And we can also educate more and more people on how to do these things. And our homes will start to improve again rather than dilapidating quickly.